Hey, look, so today I was able to make $20,000 on GJ sales. It was a pain in the ass this whole week, but we was able to make $20,000 today. 26,000. I mean, I'm actually about to use this money to move in my new crib. I got a big ass GJ Slayer mansion. I know y'all gonna like it. So I'm gonna explain how I was able to catch this trade, and I'm gonna show y'all how I was able to take the setup, my psychology behind the trade, and the pain drawdown that I was in throughout the whole trade. Like, I think it took a whole week for this trade to play out. Constant fluctuation. You know, we in December, we in November, so fluctuation be crazy. The market moves slow as f. So y'all stay tuned. I see y'all next. Peace. Yo, so we back with another educational video. I know I've been gone, but I had to move into my new house. So we back though. We finally back. We're gonna be releasing one education video a week on YouTube, and then we're gonna release reels on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So y'all just take advantage of that. Make sure you follow us on every social media page, which is GJ Slayers and KJ McLaurin. And the other members you can just follow them on their main pages. Just go to GJ Slayers Instagram and then click following, and we only follow them. So let's get into this breakdown. Let's break it down on how I made 20,000. Let me tell you how much I actually made. How I made 22,000. I made enough money to go with the money that I put down on this house. So I put 45,000 down, and I made 20,000 of the money in a day. Yeah, so I made, y'all can see, I made $20,064 off of selling GJ. I've been trying to sell GJ after that, and I ended up losing more money, but a win is a win. So what I did was, what we're gonna do, let me move my big ass head out the way. Look at this, so boom, look. So this was, let me show you the entries. The entries was at 205,500. So 205,500 was the entries. And then the exits, I've been trying to sell GJ all week, so y'all bear with me, bro. Y'all please bear with me. This shit been pain in the ass. What I did, I went to the daily time frame, bro. Once I was on the daily time frame, I see how price was kind of like touching this small liquidity level right here, right? So usually when price is touching like major key levels, daily, weekly levels in the market, it usually high chance respect it, but you gotta remember the trade is still up, so it's not gonna hold it, but you possibly could get a retracement off that level. So you can get like a small rejection for a couple pips, sometimes 100 to 200 pips before the move continued to trend. So that's what I kind of did. But my dumb ass tried to do it again as it approached it the second time, and I ended up losing. But I still closed out 20K and pulled the money out. So this is how it went. So I see how price got to this level right here. See how, if you look to the left, remember GJ, any pair, it usually followed the same history that it did in the past. So whatever in the past usually repeats itself in the present. So I see how price came to 204. I got in at 204,000, and I got out at 202,500. That's when I got out. Show y'all again. Let's see if that's clear. So 202,500 was the exit. You can see the entries there. It's right there. All right, boom. So what I did was price fell, price came to the liquidity zone, and I was like, okay, if price can get to this level, it's usually gonna drop. It's gonna respect it and drop. So what I did, boom, went to the 4 hour, and then I waited for price to get there. As price approached this level, I waited. So once I seen price get there on the 1 hour, I scroll down to the 1 hour. You always want to scroll down to lower time frames and see what happens at this level. So price had finally got to this level, right? But it didn't hold it. It came up here, and then it gave us like a bullish engulfing candle right to this blue level, which is right here. You see this bullish candle? It shot, it broke retest, and came back up, shot at this blue level. Once I see price get here, I waited for a bearish pin bar to close. So if you go to the 30-minute time frame, you can see how price rejected this level hard. Now price came here, rejected You see this major wick right here? Major red wick. I seen price come there and reject that level. Once I seen that price was respecting it. It's respecting this level and price not want to shoot through it. It don't want to shoot above it. Reason why I say that, because if it would have kept going up, which it didn't. It came down and tested this level, came up, tested this level, and tested liquidity, but it couldn't shoot past it. So I was like, okay, if price can stay here, I'm gonna get in. So price stayed there for, how long price stayed there for after shooting up? It stayed there for, let me get the ruler. It stayed there for 7 hours. So once I see price stay there for 7 hours, that's like my key. Like price, ain't no way a fucking shit can sit somewhere for 7 hours and not break it. It would have been broke it within the first 2 hours if it wanted to. If it wanted to keep the momentum, it would have kept shooting up, but it didn't. So once I seen that, I took a sell, boom. I entered my first position there. And I put my stop loss outside of fluctuation. So I gave my stop loss this much room to breathe before I pulled the trade out. If it would have shot down, if it would have kept shooting up, I would have waited for it to get out of fluctuation before I pull it out, which it never did. So, boom, I'm in profit. After the 7 hours in, boom, we get one big ass red candle. Big ass red candle come down right here. See this move? One big candle. I'm holding this trade this whole time because I'm thinking price could go lower, which it didn't. So price had a news event came, and then price pulled back to the upside and tested this level again. When price got back up there, I entered, let me see. I entered more positions. So you can see I added 3 more positions off this same high when price got up there, right? So price hit that level, rejected hard, and closed with a strong ass rejection. Move this out the way. You can see, remove everything. You see how, boom, this was a strong rejection close on the 1 hour and 30 minute. Once I see price come up and respect this, I got in again. So if I know price is disrespecting this level right here, not holding this level last time, I know if price can get there again, it's probably gonna shoot up again, right? So from these entries up here, plus these entries right here, I had 4 positions in total. I had 1 right here, and then I had 3 up here. When price came back up and tested this liquidity, you always remember, you always want to get in at liquidity zones. Liquidity zones is where the highest chance, 90% chance that you got to win if price go the opposite direction. So if you think price is going to buy off a liquidity zone and you see a lot of momentum is built there, a lot of buyers is built there, that would be the best chance for you to enter it. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to enter in between it. Enter off that level, because that's going to give you the highest chance of winning. You want to make sure like you got an 80, 70, 90% chance. Sometimes even 50-50. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure every trade that you take, every entry opportunity you take be worth the risk. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just be entering blindly. You want to make sure every trade you take, you got a high chance of winning. That's what I love about trading. This is the only skill set that you can do to where it don't have to be 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. It don't have to be 50-50. It can be 70-40, 80-30, 90-20. That's the thing that can happen. It's high probability setups that you can actually take to make a lot of money off of. So with that being said, once I see price drop all the way down here, I pull my entries out here for 120 pips. So off 120 pips, I closed positions. So that's when I started closing positions out, and then that trade was done. But price came up here for a 3rd time, and I tried to get in again, and I got fucked like 3 times. We're gonna get into that next video, but that's all I want to show you guys today. Quick setup on how I was able to make that certain type of money within that certain type of time frame. So once the market gave me the opportunity, I took it and ran with it. So it's that simple. It's not harder than that, but that's all I want to tell you guys. Peace. I'll see you next time. Now y'all see how I made 20K for the month, but I'm still down 60K now. So I did make 20K, spent that shit, and now I'm down 60. The month's still not over yet. We're still in December, but if you do the math, 60 subtract 20, overall I'm down 40K. 40K. I had a good month last week, and now I'm back to fucking shit. So that's how you can make 20K trading GJ. But the month not over. You know, I'm down 40K right now. The month not over. We're gonna still end this on a good note. Let's see how, what day this is? Tuesday, November 18th. So let's see in the next education video, is it gonna be a loss or a win? I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna post it anyway. Even if I lose, I'm gonna post it. Let y'all know how it goes. Peace.